Hi everyone, thank you for being here. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss what comes next. This is my story, something I never thought I'd share. It's about how one small moment changed everything in my home and in my heart. It's full of tension, quiet longing, and feelings I tried so hard to push away, but they only grew stronger. Let's start from the beginning. It was just a normal Tuesday afternoon. David was at work, like always. The house felt quiet and empty. I heard soft sounds coming from upstairs, little noises from Alex's room. Alex is my stepson. He's 23 now, tall, kind, with that gentle smile that always makes me feel warm inside. We've lived together for years since I married his dad. He's like family, or at least he used to feel that way. I thought maybe he'd like some coffee. A quick chat could be nice. We don't talk as much as we used to. So I climbed the stairs, my slippers soft on the wood. His door was open just a little, not wide, but enough for me to see inside without meaning to. I stopped, my breath caught. Alex was on his bed, laptop open. The screen light glowed on his face. His hand moved slowly. He was lost in something private. I realized right away what it was. My cheeks burned hot. I should have turned away fast, but our eyes met. Time froze. His face went red. He slammed the laptop shut, pulling a blanket over himself. "Sarah, The door," he stammered, voice cracking. I couldn't speak. My heart hammered so loud I thought he could hear it. I'm sorry," I whispered. Then I backed out, closed the door softly, and ran downstairs. I pressed my hands to my face in the kitchen. What just happened? Why didn't I knock? Why did my body feel so strange? Embarrassed, yes, but also something else? A warmth I hadn't felt in years. For days after that, everything changed. We barely looked at each other. At dinner, David talked about his day, but Alex and I stayed quiet. Our forks clinked against plates. That was the only sound. The silence between us felt heavy, full of things we couldn't say. I tried to act normal. I smiled when he passed me in the hallway, but every time our arms brushed by accident, a spark jumped through me. I told myself to stop. He's young. He's family. This is wrong. One afternoon, about a week later, Alex sat next to me on the couch. He looked nervous, rubbing his hands on his jeans. "Sarah, about the other day," he started. "I'm really sorry. I thought the door was closed. I didn't want you to see that." I shook my head quickly. "No, Alex, it was my fault. I should have knocked. I feel terrible." He looked down. "I just don't want things to be weird between us. You're important to me." His words made my chest tight. I tried to lighten it. "Hey, I've had embarrassing moments too. Remember when I tripped in the grocery store and dropped everything? Or that time I sang too loud in the shower and didn't know the window was open?" He laughed a little. The sound felt good. Then he got quiet again. "There's something else," he said softly. I've seen you before, in a private moment. You didn't know. I never meant to look, but I did, and I couldn't forget it." My breath stopped. Heat rushed to my face. He had seen me, maybe touching myself one lonely night, or changing clothes with the door cracked. The thought should have made me angry, but instead, it made us even, like we shared a secret now. No more pretending we were just stepmom and stepson. From that day, the air felt different, charged. We started spending more time together, watching movies on the couch. At first, we sat far apart, but slowly, closer. One evening, during a romance film, his arm rested on the back of the couch. My shoulder brushed his side. Neither of us moved away. His fingers accidentally touched my hand. Just a light graze, but it sent tingles up my arm. I looked at him. He looked back. His eyes were soft, full of something unspoken. I pulled my hand away gently. "We should be careful," I whispered. He nodded, but the next night, when we watched another movie, his thigh pressed lightly against mine. I didn't move. The warmth of him felt safe and dangerous. I tried to fight it. At night, alone in bed with David snoring softly beside me, I'd think about Alex's smile, his laugh, the way his hand felt when it brushed mine. I'd tell myself, "Stop, this can't happen." But my body ached with longing, not just physical, emotional too. He listened to me. He saw me, really saw me. After so many years feeling invisible in my marriage, that meant everything. One sleepless night, I couldn't stay in bed. My mind raced. I needed to set a boundary, talk to him, make it clear. So I slipped out, barefoot, and walked to his room. The door was open a crack again. Moonlight spilled in. He was asleep, shirtless, blanket low on his hips. His chest rose and fell slowly. I stood there longer than I should have, watching him, feeling that pull again, stronger now. My fingers itched to touch his arm, to feel his warmth, but I didn't. I just looked. Then I turned and left, heart pounding. Back in my room, I lay awake, body humming with need I couldn't name. Things kept building. Small touches became normal. His hand on my lower back when he passed me in the kitchen. My fingers lingering on his arm when I handed him coffee. Hips brushing when we reached for the same thing. Each time the air thickened. We didn't talk about it. We just felt it. Then came the night that changed everything. Alex came home late, drunk. The front door banged, things fell. I hurried out of my room before David could wake. Alex leaned against the wall, eyes glassy, smiling crookedly. "Sarah," he mumbled, "you're here. You're always here." "Shh," I said, taking his arm. "Come on, let's get you upstairs quietly." He let me guide him. His body felt heavy against mine, warm, his arm wrapped around my waist. Not tight, just enough to steady himself. But my skin burned where he touched. In his room, he sat on the bed, struggled with his shirt buttons, his fingers fumbled. "Let me help," I said softly. I stepped close. My hands worked the buttons. His breathing slowed. I could feel his eyes on me. When the shirt fell open, he didn't move. We were so close. His chest almost touched mine. I looked up. Our faces were inches apart. "Sarah," he whispered, "we can't keep pretending." My heart raced. "Alex, this isn't right." He smiled sadly. "We've both been thinking about it. Every time our hands touch, every time we sit close, you feel it too. I know you do." Tears stung my eyes. He was right. I'd lied to myself for weeks. "I'm scared," I admitted. He lifted his hand slowly. His fingers brushed my cheek. Soft, gentle. "Don't be. I'm here." I closed my eyes. His thumb traced my jaw. Then he leaned in. His lips pressed to my forehead. Soft, lingering. Not demanding. Just tender. I didn't pull away. Instead, I stepped closer. My hands rested on his arms. Strong, warm arms. We stood like that for a long moment, holding each other. His arms wrapped around me slowly. I rested my head on his shoulder. His heartbeat thumped against my chest. We sank onto the bed together, not rushing, just close. His hand slid to my back, pulling me gently. I let him. My fingers traced his arm up to his shoulder. We held each other tight. His lips found my cheek. Soft kisses, one after another. My breath shook. I turned my face. Our lips met. Slow, careful. A kiss full of everything we'd held back. It felt like coming home. We stayed like that, kissing softly, hands exploring arms, backs, hips, holding, breathing each other in, no words, just feeling. The world outside disappeared. It was just us, two people who needed this closeness more than anything. I whispered against his lips. "Whatever you want, Alex." He smiled, eyes shining. "Just you, just this." We lay back, arms around each other, bodies pressed close, hands linked. His fingers stroked my hair, mine traced circles on his chest. We talked in whispers, about fears, about feelings, about how long we'd both wanted this. The shame was there, but so was the connection. Deep, real. Hours passed. We didn't do more than hold, kiss softly, touch with care, but it felt like everything. My body relaxed in a way it hadn't in years. My heart felt full. When the sky started to lighten, I helped him lie down properly, covered him with the blanket, kissed his forehead one last time. "Good night, Alex." He caught my hand. "This isn't the end, is it?" I squeezed his fingers. "No, but we have to be careful." I slipped out, back to my bed. David still slept soundly. I lay there, staring at the ceiling. My body hummed with warmth. My mind was calm. No anger at myself, just peace. For the first time in so long. But I knew this was only the start. The feelings wouldn't go away. They'd grow. We'd steal more moments, more touches, more quiet kisses, more holding each other like we were the only two people in the world. David will find out someday. I know that. The secret can't stay hidden forever. But right now, I feel alive, wanted, seen. If you've stayed with me this far, thank you. This is hard to share, but if it helps even one person feel less alone in their feelings, it's worth it. What happens next? Things get more intense. More stolen moments, more longing, more risk. Subscribe if you want to hear the rest. Turn on notifications. Drop a comment. Tell me what you think, or if you've ever felt something like this. Your words mean a lot. Thank you for listening to my heart. Until next time.